Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Casey. Today we're starting a mini-series I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's called Brand Spotlight. In this series, we're going to feature different fashion brands and talk about their origin story, their mission, what they became known for, and the real reasons they either stayed successful, changed direction, or slowly disappeared from the market. For the first episode, we're starting with a brand that almost everyone knows, even if they don't consider themselves into fashion. UNIQLO. UNIQLO is the kind of brand you might walk past without overthinking until you realize how many people rely on it. There's a reason it became a global staple, and that's what we're unpacking in this first spotlight. UNIQLO's story starts in Japan. The first store opened in Hiroshima in 1984, and the original name was Unique Clothing Warehouse. The concept was simple: create everyday clothing that's accessible, practical, and easy to buy. Over time, that idea evolved into something much more intentional, and UNIQLO started building an identity around one word: reliability. As the brand grew, it became closely tied to its parent company, Fast Retailing, which helped shape what UNIQLO would eventually become on a global scale. And the reason that matters is because UNIQLO's rise wasn't built on hype. It was built on structure, a system that treats clothing less like seasonal statements and more like products that can be improved over time. That philosophy is best captured by UNIQLO's main concept, LifeWear. LifeWear is UNIQLO's way of describing clothing designed for real life. Not a runway version of life, not a fantasy version either. Real days, real routines, real weather, real movement. It's clothing that's meant to be comfortable, functional, and wearable across different lifestyles and ages. It's also why the brand has such a wide audience. UNIQLO isn't trying to turn you into a specific aesthetic. It's trying to make your daily wardrobe feel easier. Now that might sound ordinary, which is exactly why UNIQLO's success is so interesting. Because the big question is, how did ordinary become global? The answer is that UNIQLO didn't treat basics like background pieces. It treated them like the main product. While many brands win by constantly pushing novelty, UNIQLO wins by refining the same essentials again and again. They build core items, keep them in rotation, and improve them over time. Better materials, better comfort, better performance, better fit. That's the strategy. And it's the kind of approach that creates trust. Because customers don't feel like they're gambling every time they buy something. They feel like they're returning to something that has already earned its place. This is also why UNIQLO is known for basics that feel more advanced than they look. The brand built a reputation around fabric and function, and you can see that in the product lines that people associate with UNIQLO almost instantly. The first is HEATTECH. Instead of selling layering as just another undershirt, UNIQLO positioned it as warmth technology. Lightweight, comfortable, designed to help retain heat without feeling bulky. It's a product that solves a repeating problem, and repeating problems create repeat customers.
Then there's AIRism,
which sits on the other end of the climate spectrum. It's designed for comfort in heat and humidity, and it became a staple because it makes daily dressing feel lighter and easier. People buy it once, then buy it again because it becomes part of their routine. And then you have ultralight down, which is another very UNIQLO idea. Warmth without heaviness, packable, practical, something you can wear often, not something you reserve for special occasions. These products are not just popular items, they're anchors. They are the brand's most recognizable proof of what LifeWear means in real life. But UNIQLO's success isn't just about good products. It's about the structure behind those products. UNIQLO operates with a model where planning, product development, production, and retail are tightly connected. That gives them control and consistency at scale. It allows them to track what people actually buy, learn from it, adjust, and then refine products without needing to reinvent the entire brand every season. This is a big reason why their core pieces stay stable while still improving over time. UNIQLO is also known for taking materials seriously. And one of the most talked about parts of that is their long-running partnership with Toray Industries, a major Japanese materials company. This helps explain why UNIQLO can keep developing functional fabrics and updating them. They don't just follow what's already available. They invest in creating what supports their product philosophy. So when we talk about what made UNIQLO succeed, it's really a combination of decisions that reinforce each other. First, they committed to basics as a long-term category, not as filler. Second, they built a system that supports refinement at scale. So the brand doesn't need to depend on trends to feel relevant. Third, they made function feel normal. Warmth, breathability, comfort, layering, these are not extra features. These are daily needs. UNIQLO made daily needs feel like smart wardrobe choices. And fourth, they built a brand that travels well. UNIQLO can make sense in hot weather, cold weather, office settings, travel days, errands, and weekends. That flexibility is part of why it became global. Now, the other part of the brand spotlight idea is understanding why a brand stays successful or what makes it fade. UNIQLO is still very much in the market because it has become a default. And when a brand becomes a default, it becomes resilient. People don't return for a trend, they return for reliability. They return because they already know what problem the product solves. Of course, being a global giant also means being part of bigger conversations. Scale always raises questions, especially around sustainability and production volume. And as prices shift and customer expectations rise, the brand's reputation for quality per price becomes even more important to maintain. When your identity is built on value and dependability, you have to keep proving it. But overall, UNIQLO's position remains strong because it isn't built on being the loudest brand in the room. It's built on being the most useful one. And that's why UNIQLO is a great place to start. It shows how far a brand can go when it commits to the everyday and keeps improving it. For the next episode, we'll spotlight a brand from a different tier and break down how its strategy looks when the goal isn't just function, but identity. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.